Okay. Okay, we will continue. Genesis chapter 4 to 6. Cain murders Abel. Now Adam knew Eve his
wife,
and she conceived and bore
Cain,
and said, I have acquired a man from the...
Lord,
Then she bore again, this time his brother.
Abel,
Now Abel was a keeper of,
sheep,
but Cain was a...
tiller of the ground,
And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought an
offering,
of the fruit of the ground to the...
Lord,
Abel also brought of the firstborn of his
flock,
and of their fat. And the Lord respected Abel and his,
offering,
but he did not respect Cain and his,
offering,
and Cain was very,
angry,
and his.
countenance fell,
So the Lord said to Cain, Why are you,
angry,
and why has your...
countenance fallen,
If you do well, will you not be...
accepted,
And if you do not do well,
sin lies at the door,
and its desire is for,
you,
but you should...
rule over it.
Now Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the...
Field,
that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and...
killed him.
Then the Lord said to Cain, Where is Abel your...
Brother,
He said, I do not know.
I am my brother's keeper.
And he said, What have you?
Done.
The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the...
Ground,
So now you are cursed from the...
earth,
which has opened its...
mouth,
to receive your brother's blood from your...
hands.
When you till the ground, it shall no longer yield its... A fugitive and a...
Vagabond,
You shall be on the earth. And Cain said to the Lord, My punishment is greater than...
I can bear.
Surely you have driven me out this day from the face of the ground. I shall be hidden from your...
Faith,
I shall be a... and a vagabond on the...
earth,
And it will happen that anyone who finds me will...
kill me.
And the Lord said to him, Therefore, whoever kills Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him.
Sevenfold.
And the Lord set a mark on Cain, lest anyone finding him should...
Kill him.
The family of Cain. Then Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of...
God,
on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she
bore,
conceived and bore Enoch.
Enoch,
And he built a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son.
Enoch,
To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begat Mehujael, and Mehujael begat Methushael, and Methushael begat...
Lamech,
Then Lamech took for himself two.
wives,
The name of one was,
Ada,
and the name of the second was,
Zillah,
and Ada bore Jabal. He was the father of those who dwell in tents and have...
livestock,
His brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all those who play the harp and...
fleet,
And as for Zillah, she also bore Tubal-Cain, an instructor of every craftsman in bronze and...
iron,
And the sister of Tubal-Cain was...
Nama,
Then Lamech said to his wives, Ada and Zillah, hear my...
voice,
Wives of Lamech, listen to my
Speech.
for I have killed a man for wounding me, even a young man for hurting me. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, then Lamech
77-fold.
a new son. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son and named him,
Seth.
For God has appointed another seed for me instead of Abel, whom Cain.
Killed.
And as for Seth, to him also a son was born, and he named him Enosh. Then men began to call on the name of
Lord.
the family of Adam. Chapter 5. The family of Adam. This is the book of the genealogy of Adam. In the day that God created man, he made him in the likeness of
God.
He created them, male and
Female.
and blessed them and called them
Mankind.
in the day they were created. And Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness, after his image, and named him.
Seth.
After he begat Seth, the days of Adam were 800 years, and he had sons and daughters. So all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he.
Died.
Seth lived 105 years and begat Enosh. After he begat Enosh, Seth lived 807 years and had sons and.
Daughters.
So all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he.
Died.
Enosh lived 90 years and begat Cainan. After he begat Cainan, Enosh lived 815 years and had sons and.
Daughters.
So all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he.
Died.
Cainan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel. After he begat Mahalalel, Cainan lived 840 years and had.
Sons and daughters.
So all the days of Cainan were 910 years, and he.
Died.
Mahalalel lived 60 years and begat Jared. After he begat Jared, Mahalalel lived 830 years and had sons and.
Daughters.
So all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he.
Died.
Jared lived 162 years and begat Enoch. After he begat Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had sons and.
Daughters.
So all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he.
Died.
Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah. After he begat Methuselah, Enoch walked with God 300 years and had sons and.
Daughters.
So all the days of Enoch were 365 years, and Enoch walked with,
God.
and he was not, for God.
Took him.
Methuselah lived 187 years and begat Lamech. After he begat Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and had sons and.
Daughters.
So all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he.
Died.
Lamech lived 182 years and had a.
Son.
And he called his name,
Noah.
saying, This one will comfort us concerning our work and the toil of our.
And
Because of the ground which the Lord has.
cursed.
After he begat Noah, Lamech lived 595 years and had sons and.
Daughters.
So all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he...
Died.
And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem.
And Japheth.
The wickedness and judgment of man. Chapter 6. Now it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the Son of God saw the daughters of men, that they were beautiful, and they took wives for themselves of all whom they...
Jesus.
And the Lord said, My spirit shall not strive with man forever, for he is indeed flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore
Children.
to them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of...
Renown.
Then the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart was only evil. And the Lord was sorry that he had made man on the earth, and he was grieved in his
Heart.
So the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, creeping thing and birds of the air, for I am sorry that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the...
Lord.
Noah pleases God. This is the genealogy of Noah. Noah was a just man, perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God, and Noah begat 3 sons, Shem.
Ham and Japheth.
The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with...
Violence.
So God looked upon the earth, and indeed it was
Good.
corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on the
Earth.
ark prepared. And God said to Noah, The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of...
Afterward.
Make rooms in the ark and cover it inside and outside with...
Pitch.
And this is how you shall make it. The length of the ark shall be
100
300 cubits, its width 50,
cubits.
and its height 30.
Cubits.
You shall make a window for the ark, and you shall finish it to a cubit from above, and set the door of the ark in its side. You shall make it with lower, second, and...
Third deck.
And behold, I myself am bringing flood waters on the earth, to destroy from under heaven all flesh in which is the breath of life. Everything that is on the earth shall...
Die.
But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall go into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons
Why?
with you. And of every living thing of all flesh you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and
Female.
of the birds after their,
Kind.
of animals after their,
Kind.
and of every creeping thing of the earth after its.
Kind.
2 of every kind will come to you to keep them
Safe.
alive.
Life.
And you shall take for yourself of all food that is,
Receive. Eaten.
and you shall gather it to yourself, and it shall be food for you and for them. Thus Noah did according to all that God commanded him. So he...
Did.
Oh, That's all. Good night. Good night, kids. Oh, done na. Oh, Ate Denise is already sleeping. Oh, don't cry na. We will sleep now. Oh.